everything step by step, which is usually the best way to go. But you let me know.
Step by step is fine. Whatever works.
Okay. Yeah, let's do that. And I'll kind of walk through it kind of quickly. So here is, let me see. I messed up here. Hold on. Play. No. Escape. Where did my bingo? Man. Hold on. Can I go this way? No. Can I go that way? No. Oh, there we go. Okay, that'll help me a lot. Okay, so here are the things, and you guys can see my whole screen here, right?
Let me see if I can move this. There we go. Yep.
It says what you'll discover today. Okay, so essentially what we will do is we will walk through, we'll uncover some of the opportunities in your business for more 5-star reviews, more referrals, more repeat business. We'll talk about 4 specific strategies for capturing those opportunities. I'll show you some really great client case studies, and I will show you a step-by-step action plan for how to capture these opportunities in your business. Sound good?
Yeah.
Nice. So before we kind of launch into the specific plan, I always ask this question in my presentation, my live presentation. So I'm your sales manager. I've got 5 leads. I've got an internet lead. I've got a referral lead. I've got a home show lead, past customer lead, and a Canvas lead. Which one do you want first?
Past customer.
Why?
Because they already know our process. They've already bought from us, and generally they're not shopping around. They're coming to us again for a reason.
Yeah. So if you were to get more of those leads, would that lower your lead costs?
Yes.
Yeah. Would that help sales conversion?
Yes.
Yeah. Would it help you make more money in the business?
Yep.
Yeah. So, so my thing is, doesn't it then make sense to do everything we can to get in front of more of these types of leads?
Say that again?
Doesn't it make sense to get in front of more of those types of leads?
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. So the one thing, help me out here. Where are you guys in terms of your overall repeat and referral business as a percentage of your?
I have that. Let me pull that up. Out of all our leads, our repeat referral business is 15% of our business right now.
Combined. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and that's why Todd and I have been talking for over a year, because I think that we could, I think we can help you with that. So it's a fact that the smart contractor recognizes the value of their customers beyond just the first transaction. The days of operating with that kind of one and done customer philosophy are over. And so because we're in a time of high lead costs and really aggressive competition, the smart contractor recognizes, hey, there's no better time than right now. Invest a small percentage of resources, time, money, and effort into our customer relationships. And it's not just to improve our brand value and brand experience, but also, more importantly, to turn our customers into raving fans who will come back, buy from us again and again, and promote us to other people. We call this relationship marketing, right? So, I mean, you guys already know, you run marketing. So aside from hiring new people, the riskiest thing that we do in business is advertising or lead generation. So if we could put a relationship marketing system in place that creates that kind of customer loyalty that drives customers back to you, that's where we can get our overall lead costs to go down and profitability to go up. And the more of our business, or the more of your business that comes from your base of loyal customers, you guys will have the kind of security you can't get from running, Google ads or home shows or, knocking on doors. And it's not that those are bad lead sources. Obviously, we need them, but we can't rely on them. We can't be dependent on just those to drive our leads. We want our customers also out there building our business, building our brand, building our reputation. We also want to have a system in place that does this systematically, right? Over and over and over again. So it's not by chance or by luck or by accident, but it's because we have a process in place. And so this is relationship marketing, and this is what we're, committed to. This is what we've been doing for 10 years. And if it's done right, this really should be your most profitable marketing investment. Now, we kind of look at, we've been doing this now for 10 years for other companies. Obviously, before this, when we were in the home improvement business, we did this for ourselves. And from our experience, a healthy, successful home improvement company like yours should generate 25 to 35% at least of the overall business from repeat business, referrals, word of mouth, that sort of thing. And so if we look at kind of what that looks like for you guys, that is, that's a pretty significant opportunity that, the delta between 15% and 25% is about, $1.5 million a year. Is that right? Did I do the math right? Yeah, about 10%, right? You guys do about 15 million a year?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And so that's really what we would, like to help you guys do, or what you guys have to look at and say, okay, is this something that we want to go after? I don't know about you guys, but it seems like a pretty exciting opportunity, no?
It definitely makes us curious, for sure.
Cool. So it's important, though, that I say that any effort towards this does not happen overnight. This is not a quick overnight lead generation program. With the right plan and the right execution, this could be accomplished over the next 18 to 24 months. All right?
Okay.
So now, here's the reality of all of this. You guys don't have to do any of this. Anything I'm going to show you. Times are good right now. Hopefully you've got more leads than you can handle, but it's not always going to be this way. There is uncertainty in the marketplace, and in the near future, there's going to be a slowdown. And now, look, this is not doom and gloom talk. This is opportunity talk. It's just the reality of the situation. And so what we've got to do is we've got to build a solid foundation that not only supports our profitability and growth today, but it also provides protection during those inevitable downturns. Because look, when it does come, it's not an if, it's a when it does come, we want to be prepared. We want our clients to be prepared. So there is an opportunity right now, while things are good, for us to build that solid foundation so that when the economy does turn, you won't be dependent on new customer generation to sustain your business. And that's what helps give your business security. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So real quick, I don't think you guys know about us. I don't know if you've seen me speak before, but real quick, I've been in the home improvement industry since I was 21 years old. I started off as a commissioned salesperson for a kitchen and bath, a high-end kitchen and bath company while I was in college. When I got out of school, I got into this business called Professional Carpet System. I actually started with one of these trucks, and then I added them, over time. My second business was this business, Surface Doctor. Between the two of them, this was the beginning of that business, but I had 11 of these, combination of trucks out there. Then I had this company called Handyman Network, where we did jobs from, anywhere from a few $100 up to $20,000. That's where I really learned about, I've always been a big marketer, but those second two businesses, or those two businesses, number 2 and number 3, were really the ones where my education just, kind of went through the roof. I actually ended up franchising Handyman Network with, when I sold it, we had like 30 some offices around the country. So I'm kind of familiar with, creating marketing systems for, kind of all over the place. We started this G4 Marketing Group in 2009. This is our first client, Charlie Gundel. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Charlie at all, but his business was Dial One when we started with him, but he's Renewal by Andersen now. And when we started, basically, this is what our program looked like. We would send out this little box with a tin of cookies. We would ask for feedback, and kind of what me and Addie did. Addie is my business partner and my wife. She's there. We kind of took this other system that was working in the auto repair industry, or not auto repair, but auto dealership industry, and we kind of put it on steroids, and we introduced it to the home improvement industry. And Charlie was a big help. He's still a client today. They did $30-some million last year. He's still sending cookies to all of his customers, staying in touch. I mean, just doing an amazing job with that business. He loved it, when I first introduced it to him. And today we work with over 120 companies, just like yours, kind of all around the country. So that's a little bit about us. So let me kind of share with you here the secret to kind of creating profitable customer relationships and turning those customers into raving fans. Luckily, there is a kind of a proven path to make this happen. If you execute on these 4 pillars effectively and consistently, you will have a killer relationship marketing system. By the way, the one thing you'll notice here is that the foundation for all of this is customer experience. And I know that you guys have a good customer experience, but does this make sense why customer experience is kind of the foundation for all of this?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay, awesome. So here are the 4 pillars: customer appreciation, feedback and online reviews, a referral rewards program, and long-term customer nurture. By the way, I didn't make any of this up. I don't know if you could see some of the stuff behind me there, but I've been a very serious student of marketing for, since I first kind of discovered direct marketing back in 95 or 96. And all of this stuff is not stuff that I've made up. It's all of the parts and pieces that, is actually needed to make all of this happen. I learned a lot of it from my mentor, Dan Kennedy, a guy named Dan Kennedy. Anyway, let's start with customer appreciation. So if you're open to it, let's do a little experiment. You guys game?
Sure.
Cool. So imagine, okay, you are a recent customer of WeatherTight. Okay, last week WeatherTight replaced your windows, and you were happy with the windows, and the friendly crew that installed them. You wrote the big check. You may have financed the project. However, the crew left, and now you have new windows, right? You're probably happy, right?
Right. Mm-hmm.
Right? You're probably satisfied, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. After all, WeatherTight has a great product and does great work. But now it's a week later. You're back to your life. Spouse, family, boss, job bills, kids. You've probably, likely, already forgotten about WeatherTight, the crew, and probably even the windows, because you're used to them by now, right? You've been living with them for a week. And it's not
Right.
for anything else except for the fact that you have a life. You're busy, right?
Right.
And then a box shows up via priority mail. When you open it, you look inside to discover it's a gift from the owner of WeatherTight, Todd and Todd, right? Or the owners, I should say, with a nice note saying, thank you. We appreciate your business. How would that make you feel? Would it make you feel special?
Good. I mean, yeah, it's personalized, so you're not just another number or just another dollar to them. You actually matter.
Yeah, you actually matter. So, the one thing that constantly amazes me, and now look, I'm all about lead generation. We gotta get new blood in the door every single day. I'm all for that. But it constantly amazes me how much companies are spending to make leads. And then they completely cheap out and ignore one of the greatest opportunities they have for more business on the back end. And so demonstrating appreciation is really powerful. No one says thank you today. Can you guys think of the last company you did business with that actually sent you even a thank you note? It just rarely happens. Can you remember the last company that sent you a thank you note?
Lindsay got something. She recently bought couches from Built Right, and she said she got something. I can't remember the last time I got something.
Right? So, appreciation is a really powerful marketing strategy because you remember the company that says, thank you. Now, let me ask you guys right now, currently, tell me a little bit about, so if I did a job with you, you finished it today, I wrote the check, we're done. Give me an idea of what happens. What's kind of the process?
Right now, we have about, I'd say a week or 2 weeks after, we have a designated person in our call center who calls, just make sure everything is working out okay. If any issues popped up, that they're still satisfied. That employee also has WeatherTight products, so a lot of times she'll get engaged in a conversation about liking the product or whatever. She'll then discuss referrals or kind of find out when we can call them back to discuss future projects. She also does thank them personally for being a WeatherTight customer. So that call happens, and then we do customer appreciation events throughout the year, which Lindsay is big in charge of that, where we'll invite people. Yeah, we'll send out emails, we'll invite them. We do email campaigning to we call them our OCs, our old customers. We do email campaigning to our OCs with special offers, discounts, coupons, and we're trying to team up. We've been working with Mautic, which is similar to HubSpot, to try to just gather more information about our OCs. So if somebody bought windows and now they're Googling roofing, we're going to send them a specialized email directed towards roofing or a roofing coupon or special or offer. So we do remarket to our OCs. I wouldn't say that we do a lot of, other than our OC events, we don't do a lot of customer appreciation that's not bringing people in or buy now. Yeah, that is encouraging another purchase. Whereas I think the gifts are just a genuine thank you.
Yeah. Okay. So that's kind of cool. So I wrote that down. I just want to make sure that I know, kind of what the process is. I like that there's an outbound call. I love customer appreciation events. Yeah, I can't tell you how many people I've tried to get to do a customer appreciation. They're profitable, right? When you do them?
They are. Yeah, they are. They might not be profitable initially, but I would say a lot of them do make a repeat purchase within that year.
Yeah. Awesome. Okay, cool. So let me show you how we handle appreciation for our clients. Okay. Can you guys see me okay? Because I'm gonna kind of, that's a picture of what it looks like, but I think it's a little better if I demonstrate it to you.
Yeah. Yep.
This is our, custom thank you box. Up at the top there, it says yumminess. Hold on, yumminess inside. Everything we do goes out priority mail. Everything is going to be customized to your brand, personalized to your customer. Okay, so they get this priority mail. They open it up inside. You are the most important person in our business. Thank you. We appreciate having you as a friend and a customer. Now, this is my box and it's all messed up. So here, this is what it's. I take this thing in and out so much, I never rebuild it. Sorry. Okay. So on top of that is going to be a thank you card. Again, this is going to be customized. It's going to have your brand on it, your colors and everything. And then it's personalized to your customer. When we open this up and we go inside, there's going to be a message here from Todd and Todd. And then up here, we say thank you and we do a live gift card back to WeatherTight, okay? Embossed, looks like a credit card, all of that, heavy plastic. It's what we call a bounce back card. So what we want is they might throw the card away, but they're probably not going to throw the gift card away, okay? So that is, in the thank you. And we don't really ask them for anything in the card. We just say thank you. And we're also saying, hey, look, your complete satisfaction is our number one goal, blah, blah, blah. If for any reason they're not happy, we want them to call right away. We also put in here, and we'll talk about in a minute, we'll talk about how you guys are doing reviews, because you guys are doing a good job with that. But one of the other things that we put in there is the, did you receive a 5-star experience card? So that goes in there as well. And then when they open this up, there is a jar of cookies in there. Glass jar, thank you. Again, your branding all over it. But it's just, it's a impactful package, and it's not only, what we want to do is we want to set up the next sale. We're not a gifting company. Right. For us, appreciation is a marketing strategy. Okay, it's the right thing to do, of course, but we also use it as a very powerful marketing strategy. So let me put.
When do you have? Does the bounce back gift card ever expire, or is that just going on forever?
Whatever you want. Usually, for me, it's, let's not necessarily put an expiration date on it, because we want people to use it. Now, let me show you some cool stuff here. So, not always about the cookies, okay? So people kind of refer to us as the cookie people. And like I said, it's not about the cookies. We're not a gifting company. We are about implementing a holistic system, okay, that not just sends gifts to a customer, but actually gets customers to come back and buy from us again and tell their friends about it. Now, look at this email one of our clients got from their customer after they got the cookies. I was talking with my sister about this, and she mentioned that she might need a new roof. Could you please call me at your convenience so I can talk in more detail with you? It doesn't get any better than that, right? I mean, right. You'd have to work pretty hard to mess up that sale, right?
Right, yeah, essentially.
Look at this one. Okay, I love this one. Okay, check this out. My coworkers and I are really enjoying them. She took them, she took the cookies to work. Is another one. Yeah, yes, I received and took to my job at Morton Plant Hospital in Clearwater. I shared them with my coworkers and told them all what a fantastic job your company did on my roof. Everyone was impressed that I received such a nice gift from your company. By the way, this has like this one here has a small other potential job attached to it as well. Look at this one. This one's actually my favorite.
So are you emailing the customer asking if they received the gift?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah. So, I received your gift. Wanted you to let you know how much I appreciated the gesture. Now look at this. This spring, we had 3 levels of floors replaced with Michael's floor covering, bought 2 rooms of furniture from Jaeger Furniture, plus had 1 window replaced from your company. You are the only one who said any type of thank you for your business. We will use you in the future and will highly recommend your company to everyone we know. The other businesses don't think so, right? So one of the most powerful referral strategies there is giving your customers a story to tell their friends, their family, their neighbors, their coworkers. Did our client give this customer a good story to tell?
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely, right? And that's the idea, right? So to me, the best marketing strategy or best business strategy really of all of them is creating a raving fan, having a raving fan. So appreciation is not so much about the gift as it is about the gesture. Aside from the fact that it's, it's the right thing to do, it shows that your customer, that they meant more to you than just another transaction or another check. So our goal with our clients is not to just stand out from the competition. That's actually not that hard. The hard part is how do we help you stand out from everybody they've ever done business with in the past and that they will do business with in the future, right? Because like Lindsay, that company that she bought furniture from that sent her a thank you note, they're going to stand out in her mind. And that's what we want. We want you to stand out in people's minds. So when that next opportunity comes up, right, we want you to be top of mind. So that is pillar 1, and how we'll do it for you. Now, as a customer, if you received a thank you package from a business, like this, that you did business with, would you be more likely or less likely to leave a 5-star review?
More likely.
More likely. Would you be more likely or less likely to leave a referral?
More.
More, right? So do you understand why we're doing this?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So let's assume now you're doing this. The next thing you need to do is obviously get feedback and online reviews, okay? So you guys already, you already know the importance of reviews and, and how important it is about letting the world know about who you guys are. Reviews are a reflection of your customer's experience. The better your customer experience and follow through, the better the chances you have of getting 5-star review. Now, you guys are doing really, I'm jumping ahead here, but you guys are really doing well with online reviews. And so, if you're successful with online reviews, what it's going to do is it's going to drive more low-cost organic leads to your business, right? So you probably already have people calling up and saying, hey, we read your reviews online and you look like a good company to work with, or what, some version of that, right?
Right.
To make your PPC more effective. I'm sure you guys are doing Google AdWords, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's going to support your other marketing efforts, and it'll help make closing sales easier because hopefully you're integrating all of that into your sales presentations. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So with reviews, and this is, I'm gonna do this quick because I just want to make sure I cover everything so you guys kind of get, the whole thing here. So right now it's all about adding reviews to the sites that matter, the ones that matter. Okay. So right now Google is king. So Google reviews are absolutely critical. Ideally, you want your star rating between 4.5 and 4.8. Also, you want to make sure that you've got recency, meaning you have reviews from yesterday, right? Because people want to
Right.
know what happened yesterday. I don't care about 3 months ago. I care about what happened yesterday, right? Now,
Right.
ideally, this is kind of like what you want your page to look like. If somebody types in weather type Milwaukee reviews, you want to show up all over the page. You kind of want to dominate the page. This is really critical right here, where it actually pulls in reviews from your website. And so I just did a quick search, weather type Milwaukee reviews on you guys. And so you guys, this is really good right here. You guys are at 4.5 with 281 Google reviews. I don't know. I didn't do research on the rest of the market, but I got to think that that's pretty damn high. That
Yeah,
might be one of the highest.
that's one of the highest in our area.
Yeah. I don't doubt that at all. This is really good here. You guys have Facebook, 113 votes, 4.3. The star rating is a little bit low, but you're close. I mean, you're just about there. This is good. The only suggestion that I would make here for you guys is calling this page reviews, not testimonials. It's good that it's showing up. And it's good that you've got the schema markup here. So you guys are using, I'm not sure which one you're using. I think you're using Birdeye. Is that right?
I'm not sure which one he's using. Maybe Nearby Now.
Oh, maybe Nearby Now. Yeah, there is
Yeah.
a plugin. Maybe it's Nearby Now, which I think is Birdeye. But anyway, whatever. And it's good. It's working. It is showing up here. Although the only thing is, does it have a? Hold on. What am I doing? Weather tight Milwaukee reviews. I go here. Yeah, I've got testimonials. This is great. I love video testimonials. And then here, yeah, it is. I'm not sure. Yeah, I think this is 13.
I think that's all Nearby Now, yeah.
Yeah. So this is good. I mean, it looks like it's pulling in from other, from other places. So that's good. I mean, just to kind of give you an idea. Oh, and you're using Don't Go.
Don't Go. Mhm.
So if we go to Aries Roofing reviews, so you'll see here the way that we do it here is a live feed, right? So it's just pulling in reviews from all over the internet. Okay.
Okay.
Same idea. All right. So here's kind of how we do it. And this is something we'd have to talk about to see if you actually want us to help you with reviews. I'm not sure what your review process is right now. Actually, do you want to tell me real quick kind of what your review process is?
It's everything. We have our installers because they love our installers and they're the last person at the door who give them like give them a sheet and rate people. We have the call center employee making the phone calls. We send people when we've done Starbucks gift cards. Obviously, you got to be a little careful with Google because you're not allowed to buy the reviews.
That's right.
When we have OC events, we will have a laptop set up where people can go and leave a review while they're there.
Okay.
I mean, we promote the heck out of reviews.
Yeah, and look, and you guys have done a good job. This is the way that we do it. You know, so I showed you the feedback card that goes in the box. This is one of the emails that we send out. We also have the ability to text message and ask for a review that way as well.
Okay. We're working on a texting program. Unfortunately, the laws are a little strict with how we get leads and being able to text, but we're working through the legalities of that so we can.
Okay, cool. Here's something very interesting. Okay, we'd never run this because we just knew it to be true, but I didn't know the actual number. When we take our clients that send cookies to their customers, we get 350% more posted reviews with a gift versus no gift. Gift versus no gift. Okay, pretty incredible. Okay. That kind of blew me away. This is kind of how our texting platform works. We do social sharing as well. That's one of the things that we do for our clients. Like this is us right here. We'll take some of those 5-star reviews and post them to their social media sites. And then of course, you know, you guys already have this in place with the live streaming and the review schema markup. You guys already know this is kind of a cool case study, but you guys already know that, you know, with reviews, you guys are getting more organic leads. You guys are getting better results on your PPC because of it. So I will go here now. So, you know, basically if we've got, you know, this is our pillar number 2, which is the, feedback and reviews. So you guys get why we are so focused on 5-star reviews.
Right.
All right. So let's assume also that you're doing this. You guys are, but let's assume you're doing this. The next thing that you need to do, number 3, is have a formal referral rewards program. So, you know, there's a reason why the major companies have loyalty programs and referral programs, because it works. You know, whether it's American Express or Marriott Retail or the airlines, Smart Money rewards their customers for doing what they want them to do. So that's why we suggest and recommend having a formal referral rewards program, because you want your customers to be your sales army, you know, on the ground, spreading the word about your business. So that means that you got to constantly be showing up, reminding them that you are referable, that you appreciate referrals, and you reward them every time they give you a referral. Make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So here's some interesting statistics. 83% of customers are willing to provide referrals. By the way, me personally, for home improvement, I think that number is very high. I don't think it's that high in home improvement, but let's just go with it, you know?
Okay.
But only 29% of those customers actually do. Again, I think that's a generous number for home improvement. We are the number 2 complained about industry out there. But, you know, let's say that these numbers were true. Why don't your customers refer you more? And so some of the reasons are this, you know, like reviews, you've got to earn the right to referrals. And a referral is a tough lead to make. So most like referral programs or so-called referral programs we see in the industry only last for a few days. You know, and for the most part, the entire company is not aligned around the idea of getting more referrals, right? So the reality of referrals is that the majority of them don't come just a few days after the job is done. They'll appear 3 months, 6 months, 18 months, even 60 months later. And if you didn't make your customer feel special after the job was completed, you didn't give them a story to tell their friends about you and what a great job you did, and you didn't stay in touch with them, you leave referrals to chance. And when I say you, I'm just talking in general. I don't mean to, like, beat you guys with this. So
Right.
this is really the reasons why referral numbers in our industry are so low. So if you sincerely want to grow your referrals, you need to have a referral rewards program. You need to stay in touch with your customers, which we'll talk about more in the next pillar, right? So give me a sense right now. I mean, I know that you guys are you're using your call center. You're calling, after jobs are completed. You're putting on customer appreciation events. You're doing some remarketing and email campaigns. But do you guys have like a formal referral program?
Yep. So we have a program where if I am a WeatherTight customer and I refer you and you make a purchase, you get $200 off at the time of purchase. And then I get what's called $100, or essentially points, but I get points which equates to $100 gift card to various stores or wherever I want, or I can double it and get money off my next purchase. And then we just rolled out and created a customer portal where they can submit their points and cash them in. If people come to our OC events or any of our events, we will give them extra points just for coming. So we kind of have this program where they get points for prizes, and then it can double for WeatherTight cash is what we call it.
Okay. You're not going to like what I have to say then.
Okay.
Maybe I shouldn't have started with that. So here's how we do it. Okay. So first off, you get our referral rewards program platform. Then we start out by sending out what we call our fake check letter. Looks like this. Okay. This goes in the mail about 2 weeks after the box goes out, the thank you box. And that letter is meant to introduce people to your referral rewards program. Now, we integrate the referral rewards program into everything that we do, okay? In fact, one of the things that we do is we run a referral contest every quarter. And can you guess why we do that? Why it's every quarter?
No.
No. So
just I guess to keep it relevant without it being too in your face all the time.
Absolutely right. Yeah, it's simple because we want an excuse to show up every quarter and talk to your customers about referrals. We want to remind them that you are a referable company, that you appreciate referrals, and we want to motivate them to send referrals by rewarding them. Now, like I said earlier, referrals don't just happen over the course of a few days, they happen over the course of a few years. And so, one of the most powerful strategies that you can employ is to make a big deal out of every referral that you get. And that's what we have, what we call our referral appreciation program. You call the person making the referral, you say thank you, you send a card saying thank you, send them a check or a gift when you get the referral. Basically, we want to reward the behavior that makes us more money. And here's the part you might not like. You got to make your program easy. Easy. If they have to think about it and there are hoops to jump through, it's going to suppress your referrals. And I know this just from doing this for such a long time. The more complicated a program is, the less referrals come in. The easier it is, the more referrals that we get. So
yeah, our program used to be 20 times more complicated, and we came back from, like the girl that was here before had it insanely complicated. So that's a way step down from what it was, but I agree.
Yeah, so I mean, the way that we do it and the way I recommend it to all of my clients is that every referral that comes in, it leads to an appointment. that we run, that we demo, they get a thank you card and they get a check. $25, $50, $50 is a good amount. The amount actually does not make a difference. So I've had clients that do $250 for the appointment. It doesn't make a difference, $250, $50, because it's all about the gesture. And so think about something else. So if you're rewarding based on a sale, the number of people that are being rewarded is a half to a third of who could be rewarded. Now, the reason why that's important is because when somebody makes a referral, regardless of what happens, you want to make a big deal out of it because they're more likely to make more. And if it relies on a sale being made, right, now it puts it into a whole nother thing. It's like, that may not happen, right? So that's why this is what we recommend when it comes to referrals. Now, here is a company that does this better than anyone we've seen or that we've worked with, right? And we're very fortunate. We've been working with them since 2010. They were a $5 million company, and they heard me speak at a GAF Wealth Builder conference. And they decided right then and there, hey, wait a minute, we're going to make our business completely customer focused. And every year since that decision, more of their business comes from referrals, word of mouth, and repeat business. They're so serious about this. They are the dominant roofing company in their market by far. Even though it's common knowledge, everybody knows that they're going to pay 20 to 30% more to do business with Aries. They will wait in line to do business with Aries. And it's simple, because they know that Aries will show up on time, do what they say they'll do, and they're going to take care of them. Not just today, but for years to come, right? And, maybe kind of more importantly with this is that they were likely referred by someone that they, know, like, and trust, right? So last year, 2018, they did $28 million. That's an increase of 40% from the year before, where they did $20 million. They have a 2% lead cost, right? I get a bunch of that because they spend more money per customer on their gifting than any other client I have. And it doesn't matter, by the way, whether it's a $1,000 repair or a $40,000 roof. Everybody gets a big package. Everybody.
Okay.
And so now, one thing, admittedly, with them, they're a little bit of an outlier. 70, 80%. Those are big numbers. With most people, if we can get to 35%, man, that's a home run. That's amazing. Now, like I said earlier, this does not happen overnight. It doesn't happen overnight, but you can realistically improve your numbers pretty dramatically in 18 to 24 months. All right.
Okay.
So that's pillar number 3, and how we'll do it for you. So you get why we're doing this full-blown referral rewards program, and why we keep it going and going and going and going.
Mm-hmm.
You guys get that? Okay, great. Let me ask you this. So a lot of our clients see, increases of, 20 to, I don't know, upwards of 50% in the number of referrals that they get. Do you think that your customers would respond well to something like this, to this type of system?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, it's more so making the leads convert. So just giving us a name and a number, I mean, we've had people try to give us their wedding list. But I think if we did it based on the demonstration, then yeah, they're more inclined to talk to people, and that's what we need, just an opportunity.
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah. And again, I'm just sharing with you best practices and what works, from our experience. Okay. So that's pillar number 3. The last pillar is keeping in touch to stay top of mind, also called customer nurturing. So this is where most businesses completely miss out on the opportunity for referrals, repeat business, and better, more loyal customer relationships. They just don't stay in touch with their customers. The reality is your customers will forget about you, whether it's 4 hours or 4 days or 4 weeks, unless we do something to make sure that they don't. And we can't make the mistake of assuming that they're automatically going to come back to us when they need our services, or they're going to enthusiastically recommend us to their friends and family if we've ignored and neglected them since we completed the job. So out of curiosity, have you guys kind of ever been to a home show or on a job or driving through a neighborhood and seen your competition working at one of your customers' houses?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, kind of sucks, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I hate that. I just hate it. So long-term nurture is about staying top of mind with your customers for years and years. So, one of the things to think about here, and this is, where you've got to look at this and as a long-term investment rather than just a short-term lead gen program, is your customers just spent a lot. I think your average ticket is what, like $12,000?
Yeah, just about. It's anywhere between 8 and 12.
8 and 12. That's a lot of money to most people, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of money to most people. And so the likelihood of them turning around and giving you money again next month, another $12,000 job, is not very likely. So the job is to consistently communicate with them in a friendly, engaging, and unique way for 12 months, 18 months, 24 months, really forever, for as long as you want to be in business, because you never know when the opportunity for the next job or the next referral is going to present itself. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So, if we don't do this, we're really leaving that relationship to chance. And, you guys got some pretty heavy competition in that market. So they're working really hard to get your customer to buy from them, right? So if we don't do a good job of staying with our customers and doing all of the things that we need to do to stay top of mind, there's a chance we might lose them to a competitor. We definitely don't want that to happen. So, with all of that said, it's our job to remind our customers, about who you are, all the solutions you provide, the benefits of working with you, and how to get a hold of you. It is not their job to remember you. Now,
Right.
I'm all about taking a multi-channel approach. You don't want to rely on any one thing. So I'm glad to hear that you guys are using the phone, you guys are using email, but you want to be also in their mailbox, their email inbox, on the phone. You want to be kind of omnipresent. But one of the things you have to be careful of is that you don't want to hammer them with phone calls. I have a lot of companies that we work with and that we meet with and talk with that just kind of hammer their people on the phone. They go into queues and they get calls and calls and calls. Does that work? Yeah, but it's like, hey, hi, Mr. and Mrs. Jones. It's Brian from WeatherTight. And I'm calling today because it's time for you to give us more money. Here's our specials, right? You want to communicate with your customers in a friendly, engaging way. every communication can't just be about discounts and sales pitches. You want to give them something of value, right? Information they look forward to receiving, or entertainment that they look forward to receiving. And even if they don't read what you send them, right? Even if they don't read it, they see your name on a regular basis, right? So
Right.
you guys are doing, so the customer appreciation events that you guys are doing, how many of those, it sounded like you do more than one. How many of those do you do a year?
We do 4. We try to do them quarterly.
Quarterly.
And then, yep, and then we do, I would say the phone calls, we try to just touch base and discuss their next project. We don't hammer them with phone calls, but we do touch base with them. I'd say about, for sure after they've had their job, and then we generally put a callback date within 6 months to a year. So we try not to bombard them with phone calls, but then we do direct mail pieces as well. And that's probably done, we either will send handwritten invitations to our OC event, or we will just kind of mail out vouchers, coupons, and we try to do that at least quarterly.
Quarterly. So you're
Yeah.
going to all of your past customers quarterly?
We don't do, I wouldn't say all of them. We usually do a date range, or we'll do a product. So if somebody purchased roofing, we'll advertise the roofing customers based on what's special or what we're trying to accomplish.
Okay. All right. I think you're going to like what I show you then. You're going to love what I show you.
Okay.
All right. So, so again, here's kind of how we do it. So you asked me earlier about that email that the people were responding to. And so what we do is we nurture customers, for you. And we go on 2 tracks. So beginning on day 1, your customers will begin receiving email messages. And we're going to have to talk about this because you guys are already doing some of this. So if we are going to work together, we'll talk about how we work, this stuff together, between what you guys are doing and what we're doing. Because a lot of what you're doing is working, but again, some of it's not, because the needle's not moving enough. So the first track that we follow is a personal track, what we call more personal track from the owner. These emails are designed to look personal and have messages like, hey, I'm just checking in. They're all about building relationship, right? The other type of emails that we send out are the company email newsletter. So we have a newsletter. It's called the Happy Home Gazette. There's a digital version, and I'll show you the print version in a second. But on the second Thursday of every month, we send out a customized and personalized to your customer version of our Happy Home Gazette email newsletter. And it looks like, this will kind of give you an idea of what it looks like. This is actually one of the things that's being redesigned, is this newsletter. And one of the things that we're going to have is there are links throughout here. And so when somebody hits a link in any of your emails, it's going to send a message back to you guys to say, hey, this person was just clicked on a link, give them a call, right? Because they just went to your website or something. So boom, here, give them a call. So you guys will instantly get an email. That's a Q1 thing that we're working on. Should be ready by the end of the month. Okay.
Okay.
So that's the email newsletter. By the way, just so you know, all of this stuff we do for our clients. You guys haven't done a thing so far. Okay. Just
okay.
So, okay. Now, here's the piece I think you guys are going to really like, because this for you guys is a complete no-brainer, okay? 4 times a year, we produce a print version of the Happy Home Gazette and deliver it to your customers. This thing right here is really the workhorse of our program. There's really no better way of staying in touch with your customers than having a print and mail newsletter, right? So kind of think about it. We get really good open rates on our emails. It's upwards of 30%, which is amazing, right? But it's what we focus on, right? We start to see email rates, open rates drop. What do? We got to go in and we analyze. Well, what went on? What's going on? Why? How? What do we have to do to get those numbers back up? That's kind of our job. But but at a 30% open rate, that means you got all of these people that will never see your emails or don't see emails or might see one every 6 months, right? What is the open rate on direct mail?
It's low because usually people under.
I didn't say response rate. Sorry to jump in. I didn't say response rate.
Yeah, I think it depends what it looks like. That's not. Yeah, when it's not junk mail, but when it doesn't look like junk mail.
Exactly.
It's 100%. Yeah.
Exactly. They gotta touch it, right? They gotta look at it, right? And so almost everybody that we send it to is at least going to see it. They're going to see your name. They're going to see your logo. They're going to be reminded of who you are and what you do. Now, we've been producing this Happy Home Gazette newsletter since 2010 for our clients. It's loaded with important direct response and referral programming strategies. It's designed specifically to motivate people to interact with you. The more your customers interact with you, the greater the likelihood of getting repeat business and new customers by referrals, right? Make sense?
Right.
Yeah. So with you guys, so what you want to, one of the things to think about oh, here's one. Okay, so here's just a sample. This is an older one, but here's a physical sample of what this looks like. Okay, so your branding, your logo all over it, your phone numbers, your website, all of that stuff. Here, so this is the mailing panel. Over here, sorry, this is my thing is backwards, so over here. So we do a movie trivia contest. Okay, that's an engagement device. That's meant to get them to go inside. Referral program, always right here, right? We're giving something cool away. Last season's winner, right there. Now, here's the newsletter, okay? We don't do, this is not all about windows. It's not all about siding. It's not all, nobody cares about all of that, right? What we're putting in here is we're putting in an inspiring article. We're putting in stuff about the home. You know, here's some home maintenance stuff. We're putting in a recipe. We're doing movie trivia. We're doing things to get them engaged and entertained, right? Even if it's just for a minute or two, right? With this newsletter. And then we have a custom insert, 2 sides. This is where we do our selling, like hardcore selling. And so for you guys, what you could do with this is 2 things. One is promote all of your products and services, right? So they know everything that you sell. And the other things you could do is promote what you have going on. So if you've got a customer appreciation event coming up, it can be promoted right here on the insert, right? And we put all of this stuff together for our clients, but just so that you know, I mean, there's a lot of real estate here, and this is all done for you, you know, automatically every quarter, okay? So, you know, here's another dude that, I mean, just amazing. We've worked with him, I think, since 2010 as well. And this is a guy that has been doing newsletters with us. He's amazing with his clients. You can't duplicate kind of what he does. His company's about 1/3 of the size maybe of yours. But this guy's newsletter is like, it's one of his main drivers of business. And it's always producing jobs, always producing referrals every time it goes out. Now, I can't guarantee that's going to happen for you guys, but one of the things that's kind of, cool about what you guys are doing is you have the ability to follow up with a phone call. So think about something for a second. Actually, grab one of these. So think about the conversation, the difference between, hey, this is WeatherTight. It's been 6 months since your last job. I don't know what your scripting is, but it's been 6 months since your last job. I'm just calling to check in, see how things are going. Oh, by the way, did you know that we also are doing this and this, and we have a special blah, 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 right? Typical
Right.
phone call? Okay. So what if you called behind this newsletter? What if you started the conversation with, hey, this is Brian from WeatherTight. I'm just calling to make sure that you got the Happy Home Gazette newsletter. You got it? Great. Hey, what do you think about the recipe this month, or whatever you're comfortable with? Did you enter the movie trivia contest? What did you think about the pet article? Right? You start the conversation in a very different way, right?
Okay.
So once you have a conversation, let's just say it's the recipe, right? Whatever the caller is comfortable with, you put this in front of them and say, okay, which one are you comfortable with? The movie trivia, Spider-Man movie, right? Hey, do you want me to help you answer some of those questions so you can enter our movie trivia contest? And then you talk to them about, here's all the other stuff we got going on. Very different conversation, right?
Right.
Yeah. All right. So
I just want to let you, we do have another meeting at 2:30.
what time's it? Oh yeah, we'll be
On
done.
our time.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. I didn't want to rush you. So.
No, I just got to go through pricing with you and figure out what our next steps are. But
Okay.
But I just want to get, and you understand why we've placed so much importance on staying in touch with your customers?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So if you guys had you have some regular communication, but if you're in your mailbox more, if you had the email newsletter, do you think you'd be more likely to get more repeat business and referrals?
I know we've done newsletters in the past, and it generally hasn't gone well, but that was a while ago, so I'd be interested to see what's changed.
Okay. What did you do newsletters with us?
No.
No.
No, nothing like that.
Nothing like that. We did our own individual newsletters that were very similar, kind of to what you said, and we'd call for discussions.
Yeah.
And
More for entertainment.
yeah, just more for entertainment, not so much trying to sell items.
Mhm.
And the contact rate and the set rate over the phone was low based on calling our other leads.
Okay. Interesting.
But
Okay.
I'm not opposed to trying it a different way or trying it new, or
Yeah.
I mean, things change, or we could have been missing something.
Yeah. One of the things, I think one of the reasons why this, the kind of 4-pillar system works so well is because each thing builds kind of on the next, right? So it starts with, we go to appreciation, then we're getting the reviews, then we're kicking them into a referral program, and then we're staying in touch. And so when you build kind of on it like that, from our experience, it tends to work better than if you're just doing, this piece here and that piece there. And I don't know, it just tends to be a little
Right.
bit more cohesive. All right. So when we started, I asked you, on this, which lead you would want first out of these 5 options. And you said you would want the repeat customer first, for all of the obvious, reasons. Trust, they understand the process, they understand the pricing. And my question back to you was then, kind of, doesn't it make sense for us to spend a little more of our resources pursuing these opportunities? Now, we kind of, we talked about your opportunity being about, you know, to me, it's somewhere between $1.5 million and, you know, $2.5 million. And we've kind of shown you the proven path to capturing more of that business. You kind of, I think you guys agreed with me that if you sent out a gift, you'd more likely to get 5-star reviews. We know that by getting more 5-star reviews, it's going to lead to more organic leads that are more likely to close. You kind of, I think you agreed with me that, you know, by sending a gift and having a formal referral program, you'd be more likely to get more referrals. And I think you guys have been doing some of it. So I think you've agreed that by keeping in touch with your customers, you're more likely to get them to come back and you and give you more referrals. Yeah? Fair?
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
So if you were to apply these 4 strategies systematically into your business, you know, honestly, what are the odds that you'd get a bump in your repeat referral numbers? Could you get it closer to that healthy 25 to 35% that we're looking for?
I would hope so.
Yeah. Okay. So, all right. So given all of that, that kind of leaves you guys with 2 choices, right? So slow and hard and expensive, or fast and easy and affordable. Hey guys, give me 1 second. I know that you have 10 minutes left, but give me 1 second. No way. Is it from my pen? I was just told I have ink on my forehead because I'm playing with a Sharpie while I'm talking.
Oh, God. Well, we can't really see it, so don't worry.
I'm at a funny angle with this camera. Okay, so I'm going to show you slow and hard and expensive. So are you guys busy during the day? Do you guys have like lots of stuff to do every day?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, we do.
Do you need to like hire more people and put on more systems and
No.
No, we don't.
with
We're-
setting up?
We're staffed appropriately.
You're staffed appropriately? Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, so kind of the slow and hard and expensive way is kind of doing all of this, trying to, you know, manage all this stuff yourself, or you can do it the fast and easy way and just kind of let us do it for you. So, you know, I've met with Todd a couple of times. He's seen me present on these different programs, and I explained to him that, you know, we created this program because we understood the incredible opportunity for home improvement businesses to create, you know, long-term profitable relationships with their customers. And relationship marketing should be a part of the overall marketing program. And you know, everybody knows they should be focused on it, but a lot of people, they just don't get around to it. You guys are a little bit different. I mean, you guys actually have a marketing department and a marketing team. But in a lot of cases, I mean, you guys are so busy with front-end lead generation and doing all the things that you're doing, you know, can there be a little bit more focus on the other side? So as a G4 client, we basically do all the heavy lifting for you. So we've developed a proven platform that helps our clients get more 5-star reviews, get more referrals, get more repeat business, and ultimately develop more profitable relationships with their customers. Your job is basically just provide a great customer experience, then turn them over to us, and we'll systematically build a long-term profitable relationship for you without you guys having to work any harder or longer than you already do. And, you know, just kind of keep in mind that everything that is produced out of here is done by a team of marketing professionals that understand, you know, not only the home improvement business, but, you know, we understand email marketing and print and, you know, that stuff. So the way that it works with us is, there's no software for you to purchase or figure out. There's no extra people. There's no complicated systems for you to manage. There's no writing, editing, designing. There's no coming up with content month after month, year after year. You guys don't have to package anything or mail anything or deal with inventory, and there's really no extra work for you guys. Now, for us, this is not for everyone, but you guys do great work. You have a great reputation in the marketplace, but we're not going to work with companies, that are unprofessional and that do bad work.
Right.
So here's how we make this fast, easy, and affordable for you. So it's real simple. In your case, since you guys are doing about 1,000 jobs a year, maybe I think a little bit more than that.
More than that.
More than that? Okay.
Yeah.
So a base of what CRM are you guys using again?
We use a in-house one that the owner built.
Oh, okay.
So it's called Steelmaker, yeah.
Okay, so I would imagine that you guys could give us access to that, or at least give us reporting out of that. So
Yep.
we would pull the data probably 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. We would pull out the name, address, email, phone number. They would go into our CRM, our proprietary CRM called Activate. And then from there, we would execute on the customer appreciation. We would execute on the feedback, review, and requests. Again, we have to tailor this a little bit more for you guys than we do typically, but this is all of the stuff just in the interest of time. We would enroll all of your customers into your referral rewards program, and then we would begin the long-term top-of-mind nurture campaigns. Basically what happens is step 1, they get their electronic thank you and review requests through Authentic Feedback. The next thing that would happen is they would get the thank you box in the mail with the thank you card and all of that. The next thing that would happen is they would get into the referral rewards program. So we would send out the letter to them a couple weeks after the box, and then they would go into our long-term top of mind kind of nurture campaigns. Okay. And the best part is we're doing all of this stuff for you behind the scenes. Investment. Here's how it works. There's a one-time setup fee, and then there's a monthly program fee. And the monthly program fee includes 2 fees. One is what we call the we do it all for you fee, and then we add in the year 1 deliverables. So the setup fee. For you guys, it's $39.95, and that includes design and customization of the appreciation package, okay? The gift cards, the thank you cards, everything that has to do with the cookie package. We set up you guys in our Activate CRM. We set you guys up on Authentic Feedback, but we're going to have to talk about that because we may not use Authentic Feedback with you guys. Set you up with the referral rewards program, do the customization, set up the fake check letter, the website, contest entry, all of that. We would set up the email marketing and customize that for you guys with the different sequences. We would set up and customize and design the Happy Home Gazette, both print and electronic for you. We'll establish the initial gifting inventory and the inventory tracking system. We'll establish the connection with your CRM. Obviously, we're going to test everything before we go live. We'll send you guys out a sample package, and then there's a staff training that's done before the launch. Our approximate time frame for setup, 3 to 4 weeks. Okay.
Okay.
Next is the monthly management fee. For you guys, that's the kind of the we do it all, we do all the work for you fee. That's $16.95. And that includes your daily activation management. Activation is what we call, pulling the data. That includes all of our database management and security, the fulfillment management of your appreciation packages. That's managing and giving you access to the Authentic Feedback platform. That's all of the email marketing, the management and the execution of it. It's all of the content creation. It includes the referral rewards program, managing all of that. That includes the quarterly referral rewards program training. We do live training every quarter on referral rewards. We also send a package every quarter when we have a new contest to your office, so that not only are we engaging your customers with the referral program, also all of your team. So we'll talk about that. Obviously, we're always sharing best practices, and then all of the ongoing system enhancements and improvements and upgrades are included in that fee, okay? The best part of all of this is you basically get our team. So you don't have to worry about, you'll have an account manager, we have copywriters, we have designers, we have IT people, we have strategists that are working on how do we constantly, make this better. And then we have a whole fulfillment team that's fulfilling on all of the stuff.
Okay.
For you guys, I definitely recommend at your job average, the big package, and with your opportunity, I recommend what we call our premium package. I did this based on 1,000 jobs a year. I'm not sure where you guys are at, but we can adjust this however, whatever you guys are comfortable with. But basically what we do is we have a base that we come up with, right? And so your total monthly investment in this would be $7,055, which I believe is only about 5% of your marketing budget, which still leaves you guys, 95% of your budget to spend on front end lead generation. So that includes the cookies, the cookie package, that includes the letter that goes out 2 weeks later, and that includes the first year of newsletters. Okay? Any questions? I know you guys have to go, but any questions about it?
The year one deliverables,
I'm sorry?
that's like the year one deliverables that you have listed, that's all the like extras that go in the boxes.
Everything.
But that's $5,300 price is something we'd have to pay each month.
Yeah, the monthly fee for this is $7,055. Yep. That's based on 1,000 jobs. So let's say that this month, let's say you do 75 jobs, right? We'll take the 5 and we'll roll them into next month. So next month you would start at 85. But if next month you do 125 jobs, well, then we would just charge you $67 for each additional one over your activation number, whatever you have available.
I was going to ask what happens if we do more than what you've prepared for, but that makes sense.
Yeah.
What happens if we do less than what we've paid for, and well, I guess then you carry it over to the next month, correct?
Yeah, it's going to carry over, but keep in mind too that we'll be watching your account, so we don't want to let you guys get too far behind. We also don't want every week having to charge your card every week. Would probably adjust it at some point after 90 days, after 180 days, and see where you're at. You're going to deal with an account manager. Let's real quick kind of talk about.
Well, we can't. I have a line out my door for a meeting.
Okay.
So unfortunately, we gotta wrap it up. But if you can email me this information, and then I'll discuss with my team just to see how we want to move forward, or if we have further questions.
Okay. When do we follow up?
I can get back to you. I want to touch base with Todd as well, just to fill him in on the information. I would say if you can give me, where's the date here? Like next week, Thursday, the 14th.
Thursday, I'm going to be in Vegas. What time?
Or I can email you, and then you can just email back whenever.
Okay, Thursday the 14th. Well, what's good for you on Thursday the 14th?
I can't pull up my schedule because this is taking over my screen, but.
Okay. All right, I'll get you out an email just kind of summing this up. But basically all I'm going to send you is this slide.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you.
All right. Thanks, you guys.
All right.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.